What if I told you God can turn your fear into victory? Let me tell you about Gideon. There was once a man who spent his days hiding in fear, secretly threshing wheat in a wine press. Not exactly the picture of a hero, right? This was Gideon, desperately trying to keep his harvest safe from the Midianites who had been terrorizing his people. But here's where it gets interesting. While Gideon saw himself as weak and afraid, God saw something completely different. One day, as Gideon was hiding in his usual spot, an angel appeared and called him something unexpected: mighty man of valor. Can you imagine? There he was, literally hiding, and God's calling him mighty. Now, Gideon's response was probably what most of us would say: me? You must have the wrong person. He even asked for signs, not once, but twice, just to be sure God wasn't making a mistake. But God doesn't make mistakes. He knew exactly who he was choosing. Here's the wild part. God took Gideon's army of 32,000 men and reduced it to just 300. Their weapons? No swords, no spears, just trumpets, empty jars, and torches. It sounds like a recipe for disaster, right? But that's exactly how God works. He loves to use the unlikely to accomplish the impossible. Under the cover of night, these 300 men surrounded the Midianite camp. At Gideon's signal, they broke their jars, lifted their torches, blew their trumpets, and shouted. The Midianite army, caught completely off guard, fell into such confusion that they ended up fighting themselves and fleeing in terror. This man who once hid in fear became one of Israel's greatest judges and deliverers. And here's the beautiful truth. God sees you the same way he saw Gideon. Not as you see yourself in the mirror of fear and doubt, but through the lens of your destiny and potential. If God could use Gideon hiding and afraid, imagine what he can do with you when you step out in faith. Follow for more Bible stories that prove God can turn your weakness into strength.